thepriceaction.com. Today I'd like to show you a method of trading the inside bars and how you can take advantage of the setups that happen time and again in the market. I'm looking at a GBP US dollar daily chart, and what I like to show you is this particular set of inside bars that happen, and then how would you trade that. So to trade the inside bar, you basically need a couple of conditions. One of the best ways to trade inside bar is when a key level in the market is broken, and then once that key level is broken, right after the key level is broken, you have some kind of a consolidation. For example, if the market was moving down, and then after that you have this last high that's breached, and right after the breach you will see that there is some kind of an inside bar that forms. That is a very good signal for people to go along. Inside bar is simply a bar which has a baby bar, which is this bar, inside a mother bar. So to trade this inside bar, you basically simply what you do is you if you see a breach of the high, or a breach of a trend line, what you do is you basically take that inside bar and you place an entry order on the break of the high, which is on stop order, and you can put your stop loss below this inside bar low, or below the baby bar low, or somewhere around 62% of the model candle. So that's a simple setup, and we will see how we can take advantage of this, and basically that will give you what's called 1R, your 1 times the risk. And then what we ideally like to target is the 2 times that. So if you have, let's say, $500 in your risk, ideally you want to have $1,000 potential profit on the risk you're taking. So that's the setup, and we'll see how we can identify that setup in this range of data. Alright, so as you can see, the market was pushing down very strongly, but we had this strong tail moving up. What happens after that is market push higher, and then there was this bearish pin bar that pushed the market down. So notice as the market was coming down, so you had this high, a trend line kind of a support formed here. Okay, even if you don't want to use that as a trend line, what you can do is you can actually draw this line right here. Okay, and then notice this high, what happens is just after this breach you have this inside bar, set of this inside bar. So what this inside bar does is, I'm just going to draw that again here. So what this inside bar tells you is that, notice how market pushed down from here, okay, but bulls came and took this last bear, which is this high around this range and around this high this range. So bulls took it out, so the prices are back in this range, and it even breaches this area. So that is an perfect inside bar for you to go along. And how do you trade that inside bar? And what you do is simply take the high of the mother candle, you put your stop loss, because this is a large size mother bar. So what you can do is you can put your stop loss at a 62% of the range, and you made your 2 times the profit right here, which is target somewhere around this range. So you made your 2 times the profit right here. So that's one of the setups that I see in this sample of data. There is another good setup that actually formed right after this, so we'll see how we're gonna identify that. notice how you had this strong trend line, and then what happened was that this is where the market pushed higher, and this was definitely a good support area. Notice how the market pushed and crossed this area, and also crossed this area. It breached this low. So once it breached, and what happens right after that, you have an inside day. Okay, and how do you trade that inside day? You take the breakout of the mother candle, you put your stop loss somewhere, because this is again a large size, so I would put your stop loss somewhere around 62%. And what you do is you target the low, which is around this area. That's what happened. So you, after a couple of days, you got your order filled and you were riding in the profit. Okay, so let's see a couple of other spots in this area. How could we have identified this? Okay, so we have another spot that I am spotting right here. So you notice you had this trend line that was breached by this bullish bar. Right after the breach, you had this consolidation. You had this inside bar that formed between this mother candle, small body, and another small body. So as you notice how this body has rejected this trend line. Once you have this thing, and also at the same time this pin bar is rejecting this high that formed right here. So once that happens, what do? You simply, because this is a pin bar and a mother candle, how you can trade is you simply take the break of this pin bar, put your low on the low of this candle right here, because this, you have this gap right here, so you have this as your risk, and then you have your reward somewhere around here. So after 3 days, you had your profit target already achieved by using this system. Well guys, hopefully you like my video. This is the kind of setup I teach, at the same time I write about and research about. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up, and at the same time come and check me out on learnthepriceaction.com. the link is below the video, and if you have any questions, feel free to send me an email. You can come and subscribe to me on my website. We have a free articles, weekly trade reviews, an upcoming free course that you can take advantage of in the coming your trading endeavors. Anyways guys, thank you for watching. Have a great day.